Please go ahead.
Yeah. I'm thankful to the organizations of Waves 22 for giving me an opportunity to present my paper, under the conference theme of innovative applications of Vedic knowledge in today's world. My topic is Yajniya Chikitsa or Yajnyopathy, an innovative non-evasive natural healing system of Vedic sciences. Now, I will start my presentation by referring to my earlier presentation, which I had made in March 22 at the International Medical Congress of Natural Medicine and this Congress was as a meeting of science, medicine, and spirituality in March 22. Now, at that meeting, I had mentioned one important this thing. The message was that the modern lifestyle and culture is based on the pill doctrine philosophy. That is, swallow a pill and get well soon. And rarely we pay attention to the fact that each pill that you take makes you further ill. Similarly, industrial agriculture or chemical agriculture or factory farming also follows a similar philosophy. Give more NPK doses, synthetic additives and chemical compounds to increase the food production and ensure food security. Nutritional security getting almost neglected. The basic values are actually being competition, conflict, commercialization in whatever manner it is required. Now, I will refer to one of the these things that Aldous Huxley, Alexis Carrel, Dr. Alexis Carrel, a French scientist and a Nobel Prize winner, had said long time back that since soil is the basis of human life, our only hope for a healthy world rests on re-establishing the harmony in the soil, which we have disrupted by our modern methods of agronomy. And similarly, Sir Albert Howard, in his classical book on organic farming and agricultural testament, says that that the key to a fertile soil and prosperous agriculture is humus. So therefore, at the meeting, I carried a message that planet Earth needs healing, and soil health is also soil health to human health are actually indivisible, integrated processes of sustainable, comprehensive healthcare system. So the message that was carried was healthy soil, healthy food, and healthy life. Now, subsequently, in May 22, I had an opportunity to meet one Japanese representative, Kenichi Nishiyama. And while our discussions were on, I had presented a chart of the 3 organic agricultural methodologies in which 3 agricultural methods were biodynamic, Shume, natural agriculture from Japan, and Chaitanya Krishi Homa farming, which I am doing at my own farm. Now, there basically I wanted to have the main core philosophies of each of these, and each of these agricultural methods has got its own healing system. Now, as far as biodynamic is concerned, anthroposophy is the basic philosophical basis for the way of life. And in Shume agriculture, it is age of light or paradise on earth or natural farming. And as far as Chaitanya Krishi farming is concerned, it is a Vedic way of life, Agnihotra, Yajna systems, Vedic Vedanta philosophy, and also the this thing of Sarvam Yajnamayam Jagat, that the whole universe is the process of Yajna. And arising out of that, there are different healing systems under all the 3 agricultural methods. Now, this biodynamic has anthroposophic medicine or which are based on herbs, homeopathy, and healing system. And under Shumya natural agriculture, we have Jore, which is a energy healing, which is a spiritual healing and physical healing, which is based on the universal life energy and the divine spiritual light. Divine spiritual light fosters the positive changes in both physical and spiritual, and it helps eliminate suffering and sickness by dispelling the negative energies. Under Chaitanya Krishi or Homa farming, there are two major components which are used in this agri-eco production system, and those are Agnihotra or Yajna and the cow family. And arising out of these two natural components, two fundamental components, are the two healing systems which arise out of that. One is cowpathy, which is called Panchakavya Chikitsa, and another is Yajnyopathy or Yajniya Chikitsa. Now, Yajniya Chikitsa or Yajnyopathy can be regarded as the highest kind of treatment for an ailment where all other pathies have failed. Atharva Veda, Kanda 3, hymn 11 says that even for a patient on deathbed, there is a hope of recovery and living full life of 100 years through Yajniya Chikitsa or Yajnyopathy. There are most appropriate and very emphatic references in Rig Veda and Atharva Veda. In fact, all the three Vedas, they do mention about the Yajnyopathy and the Yajniya Chikitsa applicable for various kinds of diseases. Apart from that, the Ayurveda also, which has got Charak Samhita specifically mentions the treatment of by Yajniya Chikitsa. Now, as a part of Vedic Yajna system, our great rishis recommended performance of Bheshajya Yajnas, which during the transition period of Rutus or seasons to avoid plagues and epidemics. Sri Vasant Paranspe, the disciple of Param Sadguru Gajanan Maharaj, says in his Homa Therapy, Our Last Chance, he has described Bheshajya Yajnas as medicinal yajnas. And medicinal yajnas, it is stated that at the junction of two seasons, there is a likelihood of epidemic, and hence medicinal homas should be performed for the sake of community. By performing such homas, the disease in the area is reduced. It is both prevention as well as cure. You can change a whole area or the whole community by doing a certain mantra and offering the homa fire, the oblations of sandalwood oil or some clarified butter and some other aromatic herbs. Now, the words Homa therapy, which have become familiar with the spread of Agnihotra throughout the world, does not convey the same meaning as Yajnyopathy or Yajniya Chikitsa, as it has been limited so far with a couple of havans like Vyavruti and Trimbakam Homa, with oblations of cow ghee only. Whereas Yajnyopathy or Yajniya Chikitsa is a recommended therapy mentioned in Ayurveda, where Ayurvedic medicinal herbs, powders, drugs, and essences are used in Havan, along with other Havan Samagri and cow ghee, with chanting of appropriate mantras from Rigveda, Atharva Veda, Puranas, Ayurvedic texts, and even Shabri mantras also. During the process of Yajna or Havan, the potencies of Ayurvedic therapeutic drugs or herbs are enhanced and potentized manifold through the medium of sacred fire, and which are directly inhaled by the patient in the subtlest form. The nanoparticles thus inhaled during the fumigation process reach the bloodstream for purification or rejuvenation in the lungs, where the blood gets purified and oxygenated. Thus, pulmonary administration of Ayurvedic medicines, drugs, in the subtlest form helps recovery and rejuvenation through respiratory system, circulatory system, and other body systems. The treatment of Yajnyopathy also helps in balancing chakras and improving psychosomatic conditions of the patient, thus healing the patient as a whole being. Yajnyopathy is one of the recommended treatments by Department of Ayurveda and Holistic Health. Deva Samskriti Vishwavidyalaya at Shantikunj, Haridwar, and they have published one review article, Ayurveda, in the magazine Ayurveda Evam Samagra Swasthya Shodhamala. It is concluded that Yajna therapy or Yajnyopathy presents a multi-model approach for the treatment of various diseases, which include positive restructuring of the psyche of the participants by the chanting of Vedic hymns, that is mantras, and meditating on the meaning of mantras. Exposure to medical fumes of multiple herbs, as well as the efficient pulmonary administration, purification of the environment, proximity of bright light, and heat of the fire work in healing the patients. Encouraging results were observed with regard to the management of various diseases through Yajnyopathy, and it has been indicated as an effective therapy procedure in respect of various types of diseases like diabetes, cancer, arthritis, skin problems, cardiac disorders, renal disorders, epilepsy, paralysis, thyroid disorders, depression, etc., for which about 30 disease-specific Havan Samagris have been were prescribed, and the patients were advised to follow a standard protocol for Yajnyopathy treatments at their homes and report the recorded results to the department, on the basis of which the review article was prepared. And this review article summarized that the Yajna therapy or Yajnyopathy was very useful, and it showed encouraging results in cases of all the diseases that were mentioned above, like arthritis, cancer, skin problems, cardiac disorders, renal disorders, etc. Now, there is also Yajnyopathy or Yajniya Chikitsa or Yajniya Chikitsa is also being propagated by Yoga Maharshi Ramdev Baba. And Yoga Maharshi Sri Ramdev Baba and his Patanjali Yoga Vidyapit are recommending the Yajniya Chikitsa for various diseases. In the experiments that have been carried out, wonderful results have been reported, particularly in case of mirgi or epilepsy, thyroid problems, asthma, diabetes, high BP, and even brain tumors and cancer. For Havan, he recommends the usage of copper Havan kum, Amra Samidas, that is mango dry sticks, or dry cow dung Samidas, Gugul, cow ghee, and disease-specific Havan Samagri. They have come out with the Yajniya Chikitsa products like Medhaisti. Medhaisti is for brain and memory. Madhuisti, which is for diabetes. Vataisti, Kaphaisti, even Anisti for cancer also. And after Havan, he recommends that Lom Vilom Pranayam in the medicated atmosphere for whatever time the patient can do. So this is what he recommends, and they have also found wonderful results as far as Yajnyopathy is concerned. Since Yajniya Chikitsa works at the micro level, that is at Sukshma or Ati Sukshma level, he calls it as a nano medication. A lot of research studies, of course, and clinical studies may have to be undertaken and carried out and brought forward to rejuvenate and propagate this Yajniya Chikitsa of Ayurveda as a treatment based on Ayurveda for the world to accept it. Since there are wonderful results, there should be no harm in undertaking these kinds of research studies. Now, my topic will not be completed unless I also mention about countering COVID with Agnihotra and Yajnyopathy. Particularly since the topic is of Yajnyopathy, I'm mentioning here, I'm coming to the practical recommendations about COVID-19. As far as creating protective shield against COVID-19, or any other virus or its mutation is concerned, I would recommend performance of daily Agnihotra at sunrise and sunset with the added help from Yajnyopathy and Ayurveda. So far Agnihotra is concerned, I will just sharing with you that Agnihotra process involves preparing a small fire of cow dung cakes in the copper pyramid of specific size and shape, and offering obligations of 2 pinches of unpolished whole grain rice smeared with pure cow ghee into the fire, accompanied by 2 simple Vedic mantras. And this is to be performed at the sunrise and sunset. You can practice Agnihotra anywhere at home or garden or in your farm or in your office or in the car also, and taken as a whole. I mean, the recommendation would be that you should do it in the family as a whole. So if one person is not there, another person can certainly carry on or perform the Agnihotra at the precise timings. There are 2, I mean, the various things which are required is copper pyramid of specific size, whole grain, unpolished rice, cow ghee, dried cow dung cakes and other things, and the 2 mantras which are said at the time of sunrise and sunset Agnihotras are, at the time of sunrise, Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. At the time of sunset, Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idannamama, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama. These are the very 2 simple slokas which are to be said at the time of this thing. And the resonance created with the mantras and the havan purifies the whole atmosphere in the house, and the whole thing gets purified. During the time of Corona, I came across one formula by Dr. Kamal Narayan, who is also a agriculture, I mean a scientist and also an advocate of Yajnyopathy. And those the formula is that there are various, apart from this thing, there are various essential oils which the cow ghee is to be fortified. And those are Amrut Dhara, Divya Dhara, cardamom oil, clove oil, cinnamon oil, Malkangni oil or Jyotismati oil, almond oil. And 10 ml of each of the oil is to be added to the half kilo of pure cow ghee. And now, if you see the ingredients wise, Amrut Dhara contains a lot of this thing, and this is actually a preparation of 3 ingredients in the crystallized form, and crystalline essence of ajwain, peppermint, and Bhimseni camphor. And when all these 3 ingredients in crystal form are mixed together in a bottle, automatically they get melted into a liquid form, and it is antiseptic, antibacterial, and is also useful in headache and pain removal. Then cardamom oil, this is antispasmodic, muscular as well as respiratory spasms, muscle pulls and cramps, and antibacterial or viral and carminative activities also. Clove oil is also similarly, it has potassium, phosphorus, then vitamin A and C, and minerals and compounds like eugenol. And it is also anesthetic, antiseptic, antispasmodic, carminative, and anti-inflammatory. Now, Malkangni oil also has got this thing. It is useful, and it is used in Divya Medhavati, and the steam inhalation of that is also helpful in the treatment for upper respiratory infections, and it's a cardiac tonic and diuretic also in nature. It can lower this thing, and it is good for vigor and vitality. Almond oil, of course, is antioxidant. Vitamin E it contains and protects cells from harmful substances and free radicals, and maintains blood sugar control and heart health, and also it is very useful as far as rejuvenation is concerned. Now here the 10 ml of the above 6 oils is to be added to half a kilo of cow ghee, and this fortified cow ghee is to be offered as an oblation to the fire, to the sacred fire, while chanting Trimbakam mantra. Even if you light a lamp of this Gogrutha in your house, it will give results, but performance of Trimbakam Homa for 15 to 20 minutes will be very useful, because of the vibrations of Trimbakam mantra will have the resonance effect for creating a protective shield for the whole house and the and its family members. Okay, so this is what I have to say as far as this is concerned. Yajnyopathy needs definitely a support from all of us, so that it is being practiced, and it is very useful for all the people to have this thing. Thank you very much.